Hello, Aquarius. We're going to throw down a love reading for you today. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. I do read all the comments. I love them. Also, if you would like a personal reading, all of that information is in the description box below. I'm going to put one energy on one side, the other energy on the other. Feel free to flip it, flop it, move it around. Also, a lot of times we'll get a mix of both people's energy on both sides. Okay, so whomever you're thinking about while you're watching this video, if it does not resonate, check those other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, especially Venus, because our Venus sign is how we present in relationships. All right, bottom of the deck, Aquarius. 10 of Cups. All right. We have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. We have the Empress. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Six of Swords. On the other side, we have the Three of Swords. The Four of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords. The Page of Swords, the High Priestess, more Pisces energy, and the Six of Pentacles. We have it's almost like there's a power struggle here, I feel like. And until whatever is going on in this relationship gets fixed, one or both of you is just kind of stuck hanging there with this Hanged Man energy, right? What is this Hanged Man energy for Aquarius? What is this? It's almost like somebody is locking you out. Like they're not letting you in. They're not telling you what's going on. But I don't know that if they're not talking to you about it, I don't feel like they're really working on it the way they should. Yeah, you guys could be married, 10 of Pentacles, but they've locked you out of something. And it's making you feel like, you're kind of doing a lot of things by yourself. Yeah, the Two of Swords. You guys have kind of come to this stalemate. There's this indecision because they're not opening up to you, Aquarius. What is this Empress energy for Aquarius? The Six of Pentacles. So I feel like, Aquarius, I feel like that Empress is your energy, and that's you in the connection. Very, very motherly, very solid, taking care, but you're starting to slide. It's like you may be paying the majority of the bills. You may be giving the most, emotion, energy, that kind of thing. And they're it's just not balanced. You're hoping and wishing and praying that it will be, but here you are right here. This is you doing this, trying to balance this energy, trying to keep, this relationship and this household and this family afloat in more ways than one. Five of Swords. What is this Five of Swords? The Seven of Wands. This person that you're in a connection with, they're just not doing everything that they know that they need to do to change. I don't know why. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of very deep-seated pain from the past, but there's also this very kind of egotistical sort of energy. And you guys argue about it. You do. And the Strength card. Could be a Leo, doesn't have to be. But this is, you guys are a couple. And you are strong and you can get through this. But there is also just this massive amount of stubbornness. Five of Wands, conflict and competition. I feel like there's arguing over money. And the Four of Cups. I feel like whoever was Aquarius, I feel like you are just not getting what you want out of this connection. And whatever was just the first initial problem is now causing more problems because this person is not doing the work that they should be doing to help get through it. And the Page of Wands. This could very well lead you, Aquarius, to flirt with other people. Contact somebody from the past, not with any intention, but because there's lack of, I think part of it is there's lack of physical contact in this connection right now for whatever reason. Page of Swords and the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands, I feel like you are on your way to something really successful, Aquarius, and it could be completely outside of this, like job related. And I feel like, let me get one more, because this Page of Swords is kind of, it might be doing something that's new, you know, that you don't know how to do, that you're kind of, you know, having to learn about. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. There's some kind of new job. And it's going to be very different from what you've been doing. As far as like job responsibilities. Six of Swords. It's like you're making progress. There should be this kind of tranquil energy ahead of you, but there's not because of this imbalance at home. The Seven of Cups. There's this not knowing what's going on, being confused about what's going on at home, right? Having a lot of irons in the fire, but the one at home needs to be the one that's solid, right? And the Knight of Wands. You know, you really go after things that you want, and I feel like this other person does not. So let's look at them. So we've got the Three of Swords. Yes, I do think that there's pain and heartbreak from the past. I hope that they're not cheating on you. But I mean, I don't necessarily see that. I just feel like there's a lot of heartbreak from the past in a lot of different ways that's holding them back from being able to make any progress. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. It's keeping them kind of in an immature energy. Lack of, you know, not being a solid partner that you can totally count on. Then the Three of Swords again. You know, that may have been, you know, again, this is probably from their past. Because I do think they can count on you for anything. What is this Four of Pentacles? Scarcity mindset. I think this person probably is afraid of losing you, but for whatever reason, they are reluctant to go through what they need to go through, the Hierophant. They are reluctant even to reach out and maybe, you know, get a little more therapy or counseling or advice or even just someone to listen. Could be dealing with a Taurus. Don't have to be. And the Seven of Swords. I don't like this. They know what this is doing to the connection, and they know that you're going to wait as long as it takes, or they think they know that you're going to wait as long as it takes. So they're not in any kind of a hurry. They're keeping you kind of stuck in this energy of imprisonment, which is what this card says down at the bottom, is imprisonment. Imprisonment, Lord. Yeah, Eight of Swords with the Eight of Swords. Spending a lot of time alone, even if you're in the same house together. It's like torture sometimes. And the Empress. This person may have some real deep-seated issues with their mother. Just saying. What is this Page of Swords for them? I feel like this is them, you know, they're just a little immature. They're thinking about things, but they're not necessarily doing anything. Three Wands. I think they're riding your coattails as far as success and money, because they're not really doing anything to elevate their own station at all. The Emperor. They may have mother and father issues, but they're also letting you absorb the majority of the responsibility. High Priestess. What is this High Priestess energy? Yeah, the Ten of Wands. They're hiding things from you. And I don't know that it's necessarily anything very sinister. They're just not communicating. They're not talking to you about things. The Two of Pentacles. That may very well, that could turn around. If they decide to do this hard work and get through it, you can have the equality, the balance. The energy for it is here, right? But they're going back and forth with it. They're really kind of in this limbo of, do I want to be, you know, do I want to be a grown-up responsible person or not? What is this Six of Pentacles? Talks about equality and balance. And the Devil, it's not there. Not there. One of you is always going to be giving way more to this connection than the other one. And the Magician. They're fooling you. I don't like this energy. I don't like it at all. There's been a few readings now. I just read what comes out. But Aquarius, you've just got somebody who just doesn't think that they have to do the work, or is reluctant to do the work, or is reluctant to talk to you about what's going on with them because they think they don't have to. They think you're just going to be there forever and it's going to be fine. And maybe you will be. That's up to you. Whew. All right, guys, comment if this resonates for you. If you'd like a personal reading, all of that information is in the description box below. And I'm just sending you tons of love and light. Until next time, Aquarius.